Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my channel. It is Wednesday, so it is time for my weekly weigh-in and our WW meeting topic. So, of course, we always start out with the weigh-in. And if you remember last week, I did not weigh in. My scale battery was... So this week, I weighed in and I was down 0.4. Sorry, I have an itch in my eye. Real life. I was down 0.4. So that's 2 weeks. I'll take it. It's not a gain. So I'm happy with that. It's moving in the right direction. I don't know. That's it. The weekend was a little bit rough. Saturday, I ate too much of the wrong things. But all that is out of the house now because it needs to be. It's gone. Let me tell you. I've said it 100 times. You've heard me say it. When you say no to it in the grocery store, you only have to say no once. When it's in your house, it's a constant struggle. So, yeah, looking forward to another good week. Looking forward to another loss next week. So we will see what happens. We have a super busy weekend with 3 meals out. Friday night, Saturday morning, and Saturday night. So we've got 3 meals out, plus Adam home for spring break and coming down for a visit from Connecticut. It's going to be crazy. So I have to be mindful. I have to remind myself what is important, and I have to watch myself. So that is my intention. That is my plan. I am giving myself the pep talks all week to have a great weekend, and that's my plan. So anyway, that was my weigh-in, minus 0.4, and now let's get to the weekly topic. And the weekly topic this week is what happens to my body when I lose weight. The number on the scale only tells a part of the story. Let us help fill in the blanks. From our science team. As you make healthy changes and begin losing weight, you may start feeling generally better, mentally and physically, within a few weeks. Research then pinpoints even more benefits associated with losing 5 to 10% of your body weight, including improved mood and sleep, and it can feel easier to get around. Lower blood sugar, lower A1C and cholesterol, and less joint pain, and decreased risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and hypertension. Use these and other non-scale victories as inspiration to keep up healthy behaviors and stay on track. I'm gonna jump in here. Losing weight. Now, back up. Getting healthy is so much more than losing weight. We can lose weight by doing a lot of different things. We can lose weight by cutting our calories. We can lose weight by cutting out a food group. We can, by cutting our calories, meaning calorie counting. We can lose weight by cutting out a food group, such as diets like keto and low carb and things like that. We can lose weight by cutting out and going low fat. There's a lot of different ways to lose weight. But we also have to remember that in the grand scheme of things, we are also trying to get healthy. So not only do we want to lose weight, we want to get healthy. So whatever habits that you plan on doing to lose the weight, make sure they are healthy ones. You can't, and it has to be sustainable. You can't say, well, normally I eat 2,000 calories a day. So to lose weight, I'm going to eat 900 calories. Okay, that might last for a little while, but that's not going to be sustainable. You may say, well, I eat this, and this. So instead, I don't know. I can't even come up with something off the top of my head, but I eat this, and this. And I know that's contributing to my weight gain. I will say, I eat pasta, I eat pizza, I eat rice. And I know that's contributing to my weight gain, so I'm never going to eat it again. That's not realistic. You will eat it again. Will you eat it as often as you do now? Will you eat it in the quantities as you do now? No. And that's part of getting healthy and learning the healthy habits. It's okay to have pizza, but you can't have it every day. You cannot leave work, go to the pizzeria, get a slice or two and a soda every day and expect to lose weight. But you can do it once a week, once every 2 weeks. That's okay, you're fitting it in. Losing weight and getting healthy need to go hand in hand. And by losing weight, yes, we will naturally get healthy, but you have to look at those ways that you are getting healthy. You know, I see so many healthy grocery hauls and healthy meal preps. Maybe they are healthier than the person was eating, but are they truly healthy? Is it good food? Is it food that's going to nourish your body? Or is it all processed food that's full of junk? Is it all processed food that's full of sugar? Is it all processed food that's full of fake sugar? You have to look at that. Look at the big picture and don't say, well, as soon as I lose the weight, then I'll work on eating healthy. No, start now eating healthy to lose the weight. Because I guarantee once you get on that hamster wheel, you might not be able to get off. And if you can get off, you may go in the complete opposite direction and go back to all your old habits because you didn't learn how to fit those regular foods in while you were losing the weight. And now you're going to go off the cliff with them. So learn early on the healthy foods, what you need for your body, and go from there. And then the weight loss will follow, and you'll be doing it in a healthy, sustainable way. And all that is going to improve things. I never thought when I was 198.2 pounds that I would be able to run a half a mile, let alone a 5K, without a whole lot of struggle. But because I lost the weight and because I moved my body on a daily basis, not necessarily running a 5K right from the start, it all came together. You know, I got off my blood pressure medicine. My A1C is beautiful. My cholesterol is fantastic. It all comes, and you just have to stick with it. And you have to, like they said, look at more than the scale. Look how your clothes feel. Look how, when you used to go up the steps, maybe you had to stop halfway. Now you sprint right up the steps without even thinking about it. Maybe you used to, go down the basement to get something and you'd be huffing and puffing and you couldn't catch your breath to talk to your spouse when you came back up from the basement. Now you don't even think about it. You just run down the steps, run back up the steps, and you can hold on for a full conversation. Stop and listen to yourself. Are you out of breath? Do you struggle to breathe? A way to figure these things out is video yourself. Do something physical and then sit down and have a conversation with yourself and video it and see how you sound. Are you out of breath? Is this something you need to work on? Things like that. It's all part of the big picture. And losing the weight will help all those things. It truly, truly will. It says, use these and other non-scale victories as an inspiration to keep up healthy behaviors and stay on track. Try this. List 3 things that have changed in the last month or so. Do your clothes fit better? Did you start a new activity routine? Or do you feel less stressed and irritable? Yes, yes, and yes. I love the less stressed and irritable one. I know that when I'm a couple pounds over where I want to be, or where I eat the stuff that I know I shouldn't be eating because it makes me feel like crap, I get irritable. I do. I think it's because I'm mad at myself for not doing what I'm supposed to do. I know better, and I know I can do better, and I get irritable. And it took me a little while to figure that out, but yeah. And when I do what I'm supposed to do, and when I'm in control of what's going in my mouth, I feel much better. I'm happier because I'm in control. face it, none of us like to lose control over any part of our lives. So we need to control the parts that we can control. And we can control what we put in our mouth. We can control what goes into our bodies. And trust me, you're going to feel better about that. It says, register the full impact of each. Is getting dressed easier? Do you have more energy to play with your kids or grandkids? Yep. Recognize your efforts. Think back to when your journey felt tough and how you got through it. Let me tell you, friends, my journey's tough every day. Just because I am lifetime at goal doesn't mean it's easy. It doesn't. And it doesn't mean I can eat whatever I want. I can't. I still have to be mindful. I still have to weigh and measure. And yes, I still weigh and measure. I do. Because if not, I'd be way too generous with myself. I would put something on my plate and go, yeah, that looks like a quarter cup, or that looks like 0 points worth. If you are not inclined to weigh and measure, if you've been doing this for a long time, check yourself once in a while. Once a week, check yourself. Put your food on your plate, then take it off and weigh it and see if you were too generous with yourself, or maybe it's the opposite. Maybe you're not generous enough and maybe you're cheating yourself. Weigh and measure. You have to. You have to. And even if you don't do it regularly, which I recommend, check yourself once in a while. Check yourself. Because I guarantee you, we have portion distortion. You need to double check. It says, reflect on the bigger picture. How do you feel celebrating these non-scale victories? How is it different from focusing only on the scale? I only weigh once a week. So non-scale victories, I can see every day. The little ones, I can see every day. My clothes fit. I'm running up and down the steps. I'm doing a great workout. I can also see things long-term. Once a year when I have blood work, I can see the results of that blood work. So there are things that are daily. There are things that are weekly. There are things that are monthly. There are things that might only be once a year. It doesn't matter. Focus on those victories. Keep them in your mind. And when you're having a tough day, look back at them and say, do I really want to go backwards? Nope. Nope. It says, let's dive a little deeper. When you're on a weight loss journey, it's easy to become laser focused on the scale. Sort of like a long car ride. You just want to get there already. But think about how much of a slog it is if you only care about the car moving. You miss out on the scenery, the rockin' playlist, the fun pit stops, and all the other stuff that makes you want to keep going. Same with weight loss. The scale is only one measure of progress and success. Both you and your body experience so many other benefits. Those you can see and feel, and those you can't. Like your health changes, lower risk of heart disease, lower risk of stroke. Zoom in on all those positive changes and the ripple effect they have, then celebrate how you make them happen. Doing so can help your journey feel more worthwhile. You face setbacks or plateaus and you keep your gas tank full. 3 fast facts. Losing weight can lead to both mental and physical benefits. This is just a recap, including improved mood and sleep, lower blood sugar, lower cholesterol and better mobility, and a reduced risk of heart attack, diabetes, and stroke. It can. And on top of that, not only losing the weight, but getting your body healthy and feeding your body the good, healthy foods. Not all the replacement junk. Don't replace one thing with something that is less points or less calories, but is bad for you. Just try to reduce I'm going to just use, I know half and half is a huge thing. So that's what I'm going to use. You use half and half in your coffee and you use like a quarter cup in your coffee. Instead of switching to a sugar-free creamer or something that has a ton of bad ingredients in it, try reducing the amount of creamer that you use. Honestly, if you take it and do it over time, reduce, it's much easier. I used to put, oh my gosh, so much sugar in my tea back in the day. And then I switched to monk fruit, and now I've switched back to sugar because of all the new findings about erythritol. And now back to regular sugar, and I'm using 1 teaspoon. And when I say I used to put a lot of sugar in my tea, yeah, back in the day, I'm down to one. I do 1 teaspoon, and now I'm reducing that to a half a teaspoon. If you do it gradually over time, you won't notice. It's just what your body gets used to. So don't make such extreme swaps where you're going from one bad habit to another bad habit. Try to find that middle ground. Just my opinion, not a doctor, not a nutritionist. I just pretend to play one on the internet. No, I'm kidding. I really don't. Always check with your doctor or your nutritionist before you do anything drastic. Do your research. Decide what's best for you and decide what you can live with for the rest of your life. Because, you know, I say it every week and I'm saying it again, and I know you're tired of hearing it. Whatever you eat to lose the weight, you're going to have to do forever to maintain the loss. So learn early on how to fit those things in. So that is it. The monthly theme is your weight loss questions answered. So I think that's kind of a new theme. They've never had that before, so that'll be interesting. But just remember, baby steps, do what's best for you, feed and nourish your body with good food. Don't be laser focused on the scale. Look for the, I'm not telling you not to be focused on the scale, because we can easily, you know, forget about the scale and then forget about what we put in our mouth. Don't become obsessed with it. I know I was never obsessed with the scale my whole journey. I weighed once a week. So that's what I do. It's what works for me. And you have to do what works for you. But I am always here for you. If you need anything at all, please reach out to me. You can reach out to me through the Facebook group. You can reach out to me. I'm not great with Instagram, but you can try there. My email address is always in the description box below. Just give me a good day to get back, because I am a kind of busy person. So please reach out. Any questions, any concerns, I will try to help you the best I can. So that is it for this week. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend it with me. I really do appreciate it. I would also appreciate if you would give this video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below. YouTube looks for all that kind of stuff, and the more interaction I have, the more they share my videos, and the better it is for me. So that's it. And if you haven't already subscribed, I would love it if you would hit that button. So that is it, my friends. Thank you so much. I'll leave a couple videos linked here, and you can go enjoy those while you wait for my next upload. I will probably see you on Friday for menu plan and grocery haul. Have a great one, my friends.